Good morning, Mohammed. Hope you had a great weekend, buddy. Here's an update, because I forgot to snap a little video clip of this. Now, this is your negative feedback pot here. So turn down one way, you're going to have the stock 820 ohm resistor value, and then wound up the other way, you'll have 10K. So nice little range. You could also sub in a 5K pot, but I tend to like the range on the 10K better. It's a beautiful, beautiful addition to an amp that can use a little bit more drive and grit lower down on the volume scale, because these suckers get loud and proud. So I'm going to go ahead and let me get the other end of this chopstick, and I'll pull the cloth sheath of this wire down a bit to make it look a little nicer. And obviously I'm going to clean off these terminal ends here. But yeah, this is what you're looking at, and very happy with how this amp came out in general. So also what I'll show you guys is a little tip for rejuvenating the look of this fender cloth covered wire. So stay tuned for that. Now, obviously I did not make this a separate clip because hell, let's just run straight through it. You can't do this for every example, but if the cloth covered wire has been reasonably cleaned, and I don't really know if I'm going to disclose how I clean that, because if you ruin your customer's wire, you do this wrong, then you ruin the value of the amp, in my opinion. But this was reasonably clean upon opening it, so it just required very little in the way of me physically cleaning this wire here. There is, and the reason why I'm not really going to disclose this is because there is a bit of a wax impregnation here that if you disturb that, then I just don't even want to think about consequences right now. So here's what I like to do. Having cleaned it, again, what I'm going to do is treat this with a little bit of heat from my little heat gun here. Now this is a low to mid range temperature heat gun, so it's not going to produce a ton of thermal energy. You don't want to hit this with something that's designed to strip paint. Okay? So if I look at the wattage rating on this, this is a 300 watt Radio Shack unit that I've had for God knows how long. It's just never failed. So have a look. And what I'm going to do now is this will be, let me find my finger on this. Looking through the phone is kind of tough. Okay, this is a bundle. This little trunk here is going towards the tone stack. This is coming from the filter pack on the other side of the chassis under the doghouse. So just take a peek. We'll let her heat up. Now, I'll show you the area I'm going to focus on. This intersection here. Let me get that more in line. Okay. Watch what happens. You can see the wax reflow. You can see it getting wet on this trunk here. But look at how much more vivid. Once you see it glistening, move on. Look at the green and the red. Watch this bit here. Just let it flow. Basically reflowing the wax. And that's it. If this was a bad example, then the difference would be more startling than it is here. But I mean, look at the difference between the vividness of the yellow between the treated end here and the untreated here. So just a little tip for you. All right, here's another example of rejuvenating the color. All you're doing is heating it up. All we're doing. And it's going to remove the dry look, and it's going to create a richer, darker finish to this wire, the way it would have come from the factory. And this wire is not in bad shape, so it's not going to take much and it's not going to do much, but this is just something that I do. Lovely. Watch this. Look how much more vivid that is. Beautiful. Look how dark it gets. Dark and vivid, just like it was new. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Just really just a perfect way to close out a restoration. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. Watch this red. Just opens it right up. Beautiful. So some of you guys may be doing this, some of you guys may not be. But this is what I do to finish it up. Love it. No longer dry looking, it's back to being vivid and rich. Look at that. And then you can see, I also did this to the circuit board to drive out moisture at the very end. And you can look and see it here. You can just see it flashing. And it also brings the sparkle and shine back to ceramic caps. And resistors as well that might have been abused by the old wax. And this is a great way to clean these off, by the way. You just soften it up a little bit, and then you can hit it with a dry cloth. Makes your caps look new. Very cool. You're not going to want to spend any significant amount of time. Keep it moving. That's it. That's it. If you see any dry looking lead runs, just hit it real quick. That's it. So I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera, and I hope you guys have a great day. Look at that. All right, Mohammed, here's the final sampler for your 1965 Super Reverb with Gibson speakers. Yeah, these speakers seem to be pretty low efficiency, so you're getting some nice drive about midway up on the volume dial. I like it. So this is your negative feedback control. So this is essentially stock 820 ohms, and then as you wind it up, it becomes 10.8K, respectively. So volume is at 3.5 to 4 on my Strat. A little more buzz from the neck. Like it. Now, as I wind this up, you're going to hear a slight increase in background noise, a little more hiss, a little more high end. The low end will become looser, It'll have a more compressed, airy and hairy kind of a sound as you dig in. Here's all the way up. Watch this. Really hard to tell, but it's not massive here. Here she is up. So it's louder. I don't know if it's coming across on a phone, but man, it sounds great in here. I would probably play this with this control just left here, and then I would just use my guitar's volume knob to control the overdrive. Hear that? Nice little drive. And then bear in mind, we're capturing sound from the back of the cab for this demonstration. Lots of chewy, sparkly goodness here. Love it. Awesome for fingerstyle stuff if you can play it. I love this amp on the middle pickup selector. It's so woody and grindy and chewy. It's just lovely, man. Let's hear the bridge with the tone control rolled back. Love it. All that drip. I'm out of tune and out of time. Hope this finds you well. Bye.